Hey guys, now I'm back with you. I uploaded a video earlier on electrolysis, how to set up an electrolysis tank or a bucket to get your iron objects cleaned, and how to preserve them. Anything that you find, cannonballs, horseshoes, you name it, as long as you can fit in your electrolysis tank, you can clean it. Now I'm going to show you the wax dipping process on how to preserve your relics, your axe heads and everything like that. In the previous video I did one of the horseshoes I found in the giving fields, one of the videos that I uploaded. I'm going to show you everything that you need to do it and tell you about where you can get it and what to use and whatnot. So come over here and I'll show you this process. Alright, your wax dipping process is pretty simple. One of your main ingredients, paraffin wax. I went to a hobby store, Hobby Lobby, and got a 10-pound slab paraffin wax. 10-pound slab. It was 24 bucks. It's a pretty big slab. I'm not going to use nowhere near this whole slab in this bucket here. This is a 2-gallon pot. About $7 Walmart. It's perfect size for what I use. I'm going to end up having it about half full of wax, maybe just a little bit more. I got a temperature gauge. Temperature is very important in wax. This stuff is flammable, especially when it gets boiling. You don't want this near open flames or near anything hot. Now, one of the big things with paraffin, like my stove here, I do it on my stove here. I've got one of the glass top stoves that you can see it's kind of dirty. Sorry about that. I got one of the glass top stoves, so if I was to have a spillover, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But we got our slab of wax, temperature gauge. This wax melting point is about 130 to 135 degrees. Excuse me. I like a meat thermometer with the dial on it, but this works too for this can. I can hang it right on the side of it. This is a candy jelly gauge. Goes clear up to 300, 400 degrees. I like to keep mine right around 200 degrees when I'm boiling my iron in the wax. Anything over 250 is bad. You don't want your wax boiling over. Once we get to that part, once I get the wax in there, we get it going, I'll show you that part about, you'll see the water boiling out of the wax off of your object. But for right now, I need to get this cut up into squares and get it in here and start getting this thing filled up. So I'll get back with you here in a second. Alright, got the pan set up here. I got some wax broken off here. Got it in chunks. If you got a saw and you're able to cut the slab, that's a lot easier, but I just started breaking it off. But we'll get the burner turned on here. And 130 degrees, 135 degrees, this stuff will start melting. Once I get this thing filled up, we'll go to the next step about getting your relic placed in here. Alright, we're back. I got my pot filled up here, full of paraffin wax. It's melted down. Got around 225, which is about what I want for right now. Got my horseshoe here. We're going to go ahead and dip this down in here. Now remember, you don't really want to stick. You got to watch about water, because this is the whole point of this, is boiling the water out of your iron and preserving it, giving it a good wax coating and sealing the metal. So you want to kind of make sure that your relics are dry. If they're a little damp, be very easy when you're putting them in, because it'll start popping just like hot grease. So I got me a coat hanger here. I got it bent to loop over the sides of the thing. So I'm going to hang my horseshoe on it. Better yet, it's got a hole right here for one of the nails, and I'm going to slowly dip her down in here. slowly get her sit down in there. Like that. There. Now I got my hooks here so where I can pick it back out. Now you can already see bubbles. That's it boiling. That's it right there, boiling the water out of the iron. You want to make sure you pay attention to this and make sure it don't get out of control. If you had this on a fire and it was to foam up and boil over, you'd have a flash fire. That's not good. Paraffin wax is flammable when it's hot. So, let me see what my temperature is here. Okay. It's getting up about 250. I'm going to want to turn that down. Hang it back on there. Let's get her turned down some. So, we're going to leave this in here for a little while. Let it boil all the water out of it. We'll keep an eye on it. And then, once it's done boiling, I'll show you what to look for after it's done doing this part of its phase. So we'll get back to it once this part's done. Alright, here we are. It's about an hour later, and as you can see, no more boiling. The water's done boiling out of the horseshoe. So now we're gonna remove it out of the hot wax, and I'll show you the next step. Alright, I just took this out of the hot wax. It's very hot, so you gotta be careful that you don't get burnt. And you want to take a paper towel and dab off any, you gotta watch it because I just stuck paper towel to it. You want to dab off any big puddles of wax off of your relic. And try to turn it over without getting burned. This is very hot. Now you don't want your paper towel to stick to it too long, because if it does, you're going to be picking towel off of it. That ain't no fun. Bo Met's got a video on doing this too. I got some of my tips off of watching his video, the whole paper towel trick, which it does work, because before I wouldn't do that and I always had big clumps of wax on there, but the paper towel trick does work. This is actually pretty fun. I like doing this. I enjoy preserving the stuff that I find in the ground. I can't wait until I get my room finished, but yeah, it's still very, very hot. But anyway, that's how you do your hot wax treatment. Your paraffin wax, preserving your relics. Sit up there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and taught you a little bit on how to do the whole paraffin wax relic preserving deal here. So I'll get back out there hunting here soon, guys, and get some more videos put up. But good luck and happy hunting.